There comes a moment in every man's life when he realizes nobody is coming to save him. Not his friends. Not luck. Not motivation. Just him. And that realization, it's either the beginning of your rise or the excuse for your downfall. Right now, somewhere in the world, there is a man waking up before sunrise. No applause. No audience. No recognition. Just work. While everybody else is talking about success, he's building it. While everybody else is dreaming, he's doing. While everybody else is distracted, he's focused. And that's why one day he'll have what most people never will. Because he understood something most people refuse to accept. Success is boring. Success is repetitive. Success is showing up when you don't feel like it. The lion doesn't become king because he talks about hunting. He becomes king because he hunts. Again. And again. Even after failure. Even after hunger. The jungle rewards action. Life does too. Most people are addicted to instant gratification. Scrolling. Watching. Complaining. Consuming. Everyone wants the reward. Nobody wants the process. Everybody wants the muscles. Nobody wants the workouts. Everybody wants the money. Nobody wants the sacrifice. And that's exactly why average people stay average. Because they fall in love with the fantasy instead of the grind. The strongest soldiers aren't built during battle. They're built long before the battle begins. In cold mornings, hard training sessions, lonely nights, relentless repetition, the battle simply reveals what training created. Your life works the same way. The opportunities you're praying for, the future you're dreaming about, will only expose the work you've already done. A young man once spent years learning his craft while everyone around him laughed. Years later, the same people called him talented. Funny how that works. Nobody sees the grind. They only see the result. Nobody sees the sacrifices. They only see the success. That's why you must stop chasing validation. There will be seasons where nobody believes in you. Nobody notices you. Nobody supports you. Your fuel must come from purpose. Purpose survives silence. Purpose survives rejection. Purpose survives loneliness. Think about a man chopping down a giant tree. The first swing changes nothing. The 10th swing changes nothing. The 100th swing changes nothing. But eventually, the tree falls. Success works exactly the same way. The workout you almost skipped. The book you almost didn't read. The task you didn't feel like doing. That's what builds greatness. Not one massive moment. Thousands of small victories. The problem is most people quit too soon. They abandon the process before results arrive. Then they wonder why nothing changes. The farmer doesn't cry because the crop isn't ready tomorrow. He trusts the process. He works. And eventually the harvest comes. Stop checking the scoreboard every day. Focus on the work. Because the scoreboard always lags behind effort. The results are delayed. The rewards are delayed. But delayed does not mean denied. Remember that. The storm tests every ship. That's how strength is built. And your storm is coming. Maybe it's already here. The setbacks. The failures. The disappointments. Good. That's where warriors are forged. Not in comfort. In adversity. Fire doesn't destroy gold. It reveals it. The pressure you're facing right now might be revealing who you're becoming. But only if you refuse to quit. Too many people spend their lives looking for easier roads. But the easier road almost always leads to a harder life. The hard road? That's where growth lives. That's where confidence lives. Every difficult thing you face today becomes a source of strength tomorrow. Choose your hard. Because life will give you one either way. There is something powerful that happens when you stop announcing your goals. When you stop talking. When you stop seeking approval. And you simply work. Silently. Relentlessly. Day after day. You stop becoming someone who wants success. You become someone who earns it. And that person cannot be stopped. Not because he's special. Not because he's lucky. Because he's consistent. Anyone can work hard for a day. A week. A month. Few can do it for years. That's where greatness separates itself. Brick by brick. Rep by rep. Day by day. The empire gets built. So if you're tired, keep going. If you're discouraged, keep going. If nobody believes in you, keep going. Because the version of you that you've been searching for is not found. It's built. And every day you put your head down and grind, you're building him. One decision at a time. One sacrifice at a time. One disciplined action at a time. So stop looking for shortcuts. Stop looking for motivation. Stop looking for permission. Put your head down. Lock in. And get to work. Because while others are talking, excusing, complaining, and waiting, you'll be building. And one day the results will speak so loudly, you'll never have to. If this message lit a fire in you, then it's time to act. Drop this in the comments right now. I grind in silence and win in the end. So that I know you stayed all the way till the end. And you will outwork your excuses and create the future you deserve.